and welcome to the Cat Collective. I'm Nina, I'm the channel for this channel, and let's start. Take two. Yes. Concerned and anxious. What's going on? Fulfilled. Engaged. One more. Present. Oh. Okay. I'm gonna have a look. Oh, that's the green card. Hello, George. You found the stairs. George is a little bit intoxicated today. He swallowed half of a catnip ball by accident. So, well, how's life? Was all good? Yes? Sorry. Oh, the nose again. Ah, the sun. Oh, okay, that's interesting. You know, of all the cards that I pull those both again. So we've got present, we've got engaged, we've got fulfilled, concerned and anxious, and yes. Okay. Concerned, anxious, engaged, fulfilled, present. I feel there's something like with the magnifying glass. I feel that you get access to something. It's almost as if someone's been looking for you. With the sun, it's good news. Certainly, it's good news. But it's like if you were worried about an outcome, you know, where you are, you know, it's like an offering, something that you have initiated, I feel. Because this card is coming up. And this card is the blank slate. But this card is also, this is the identity, that's your nose, right? And the nose in that, the written part of it is a different language. So that's Czech, actually. And I find it very interesting that this card is also coming up with that one. Because I feel that this is finding what you have been looking for all along. With the illumination, so this is the green card. So it's an access to something that you have been looking for. And it has something to do with your identity. And it's coming to light, and therefore shining a light on what you want to do or what you are doing. It's like you find something. But I also had this with this here, and concerned and anxious. I feel that it's almost as if you are scared that someone finds you, or you know, you don't want to be seen by certain individuals, I feel. And that's causing you to be anxious because you are getting the access. But so I feel that the anxiety in this is that you don't want to be found by certain people, but you want to be seen by the rest. It's so strange. It's almost as if you are, let's say you open a social media account that is not supposed to be found by people who know you in real life. And you want to do all this in privacy, which is strange because that's the opposite of, you know, with this, it looks like, incognito type of situation, you know, and I feel that's your concern here. I think the main concern is just because you are afraid of people's opinions, you know, the concern, that's important. Very scrambled energy. Oh, I'm seeing a lot of creatures here. This looks like a duck. This almost looks like a Pac-Man in 3D with two red eyes or a fish. I don't know. It's so strange. Okay. Concerned and anxious. Yeah, I think you are anxious because of that. Hello. Because you want, it's almost as if you want to contain your fulfillment, your engagement, your presence to the point of where you are being, where you have success, and then you are putting it forward. Then you are okay to be seen. I feel that there's also this worry about, almost like something like I don't know, like you just don't want to be seen. Oh yeah, it's the yes card. That's an important card because there's a second one of this. It's the mirrored image, and the mirror would it's a full moth or a butterfly if it's yes and no together. But in this card, it's yes. So I feel that you don't need to worry. So I think the worry in this, the incognito, you don't need to worry because there are so many good energies on the table, including George. It's, let's see the energies. Oh, lovely. See? Yeah, so that's the yes card. I feel that maybe you also with this can also be a mirror. And it's it's a difference if you are just starting out and not many people have judged you yet, so to say. I see, these days with online things, not people have judged you. You are not very established, and therefore I feel that it is almost easier for you to be seen by strangers than to be seen by people who actually know you, in comparison to when you are having success and then you get recognized and you have the proof almost that what you are doing is valuable, because a lot of people have given you numbers, their presence, their subscription. So I feel that there's this energy on the table. George, okay, fulfilled. Yeah, so the guidance is to not be worried. This is, it's a beautiful card. Look at that. Like, don't be worried. Don't be. I don't think that I can take the anxiety completely, because it feels to me that this is a new situation for you, and either way is causing anxiety, especially if you are going on a new journey and are actually wanting to have success. But it's clearly given, so there are good news on the table, and it's like, people are looking for your nose now, right? They look you up. You get access to it. So if you were in doubt about a project or your endeavors, you are clearly having access, getting access. And with the gold leaf here, this looks almost like a mantis being. Do you see that? Really interesting. This looks like a praying mantis. What does that mean? Now I'm being reminded of the story of John Lennon and the egg. I don't know if that means something to you, but there's the mantis. It looks like a mantis. So, and now it also, when I look at it, it also looks like a unicorn. Here to face it. I just see it. I don't know if you see it, but it's coming to life. Is that you? Yeah, it's fulfilled. Yeah, clearly. So I feel that you're on the best way to be completely fulfilled with what you are doing. And okay, so we've got George's butt on top of the sun card, which means the sun is shining out of your butt. Now he's gone. Now he thinks, I'm sorry, George. Sorry. No, he's okay. He's checking out his cardboard box. Present. It's interesting that present has several meanings, right? And in this case, I feel I got the message like present as a gift. So there's a gift for you. I feel that this is making you happy. Or it feels like a gift that you are reaching some state of recognition. And the only card that is really off here would be the anxious and concerned card, right? So, and that's just that's a typical worry about will this work out? Can I sustain myself with this? Is this going to be good? And everything else is not in question. There's the sun. You've got the sun. You've got all those energies here, present, fulfilled, engaged. And usually a yes card is usually a good sign, right? A very good sign. So it's amazing. It's really amazing, those energies, I feel. I just want to pull some external energies into that. Because I want to know what this has to, because I feel that, with the green card, you get access to something. And that's significant. It's in that deck, it's a major arcana deck card. So it's because it has color in it. And that's important. Especially, and also with the mantis gold here. And I have never noticed that this card has that. It's almost as if it feels too good to be true for you, because if you look at that, and this is when I saw the unicorn in it as well, with the color scheme, the purple and pink, it looks like this childish dream of, oh, is this world too nice to live in, as if it's unrealistic, like a unicorn. But it's not. I feel that is something that is worrying you. That is this too good to be true? Is this really it? Is this really happening? Intuition. Okay. It's a gift of intuition. Gather. And healing. Lovely. Want to pull more? That's nice. All the nice energies. Faith. Blind faith. And imagination. Wow. Only good cards. Only good cards. And on the bottom is blocked, which I think is lovely. It could be that you are blocking some people. Could that? With that, because it was like coming up like this, it could be that you are blocking some people because you don't want to be seen by them, or you don't want to see them, which is, I guess it's okay. Because of your worry, concern, whatever. I think it's more about protecting your own energy than anything else. I don't even think that it's about, anything like you don't like them or anything. It's not like that. It's more like you don't want to look at them. Is that the case? Also. Which is okay. I don't think that anybody is... I mean, it could be if there's a cross-watcher that has been blocked, and they're like, why, maybe they are a bit weirded out by that. It could just be that you did that for your own protection, and you didn't mean anything bad, nothing like that. But intuition, gather, and then healing, faith, and imagination. I feel that there's intuition and imagination are bookending this. And I think that's really important that the owl is there. The owl is a symbol of wisdom. And I feel that the fact that you are gathering, it's like with this really interesting. So there's this fox, and it has something in the hand, and those are strings. It's like you are gathering your soul tribe. Maybe even bigger, but that heals you. You need this healing phase all for yourself. It's like you need to, when you have that success type of situation, you need the healing phase for yourself, and you need to have blind faith in it, that it is transforming. And it is, because look, this card has so many butterflies on it. All the transformation, it's almost as if are you not seeing? No, look at that. Now I see, look, there's the identity card again. It's like, this reminds me of when people were depicted in newspapers and they were hiding their identity. They used to block the eyes like that. I don't know, do they still do that these days? Is that even a thing? Yeah, but I'm just, I'm being reminded of that. It's like, you don't even need that. Like, you don't even need to show yourself all that much. Is that a thing? Well, what I got before I even sat down was, and it didn't come up though with any of the cards, but I feel that there's this I had to think about, but I think it's a part of the reading. I had to think about one sentence, and it's it doubles to the point of justice. And then I had to think about this one story, I don't know, about that with the rice corn. When you put, I can't even recall the whole story, but it's about growth and numbers. So the numbers are doubling every day. So it's almost like, and you need that healing phase for yourself and the faith in this. But how is this applying in this? It's just because numbers didn't come up, but I still had the feeling that I needed to mention it. It belongs in this reading, just because. So clearly you have the gift of intuition, and this is helping you to gather some energies or people, success, however it applies to you. And it brings healing for you. And that healing is also resolving the anxiety. So it's just confirming that. And it's encouraging you to use your imagination and just... this looks like... It has different meanings, but this looks like... it's almost as if this imagination has created this landscape, this beautiful... this beautiful picture. And now I see that there's a being there. Do you see that? A white being there? It's really interesting. I've never seen that being before. So I feel that there's... that also it's saying you are not imagining it. if you are in doubt or something. It says, yeah, you know, with the yes card. So something's coming to life that you are imagining, and it's very it's shifting reality, right? Because this picture hasn't been there before, but it is there when you have created it. It's like a book where you also put words together, and especially if it's a fictional story, it comes to life because you have created it already. It is just the blueprint of the story. It's like, how am I supposed to? It's like almost like there's a parallel reality being opened up when you make a book, or you it's like when you channel a book, I wanted to say. And then you are, you know, whenever someone reads the book, they are generating this reality with their imagination. And I feel that there's something about it that is also very profound in this, because it feels to me that this is real. There's something real about it. And it's healing. So for you, it's healing because you are being protected by all this. By getting access, you're being protected. You know, it's easy to put someone down who has, who is not successful, you know, who doesn't have a voice that is public, right? But it's much harder if there are many supporters there. That alone protects. And I feel that this is something that is coming in for you. As if you are worried that you need that somehow. It's okay though. So you don't need to worry. But I just feel that there's also something very healing in discovering that you are that your imagination is connected to the real life in some ways. It's like a mirror. This is also a mirror, right? So, you know, when you are saying something or doing something, and it reflects back because you have created it, and therefore the mirror comes in and shows you. But now I'm also reminded of, you know, this looks also like, it looks otherworldly, but it also looks familiar with a mantis. So there's some mystery on the table, isn't it? For me, I feel there's a mystery still on the table, even though I've pulled the external energies and tried to make sense of it. This card also says, begin to think of the fresh air and the sunshine. And it's written in typewriter, or, you know, the typical book font. So maybe it has something to do with the book. And time, because it says began to think. So not begin, began. So it could be that you are reading something that has been created in the past, but it applies to you right now. So, or that you are creating something now that is going to be important in the future. Almost as if you are creating a world that you are stepping into afterwards. Well, that's amazing, isn't it? And George is on the table again, looking out the window. Me too, I'm being pulled out to the window, and I'm wondering if you could create something like that, what would you create? What would you use your imagination for if you could create the world that you are stepping into right now? What would you do? Well, it feels strange because I think there's this overwhelm of you don't even want to have so much power. It's like being anxious about the power of this. You don't want to, But on the other hand, you do, because we all try to shape our reality the way we like it. And I think that's probably also why this is like, you don't want to be seen almost with the identity, with this. Yeah, you want nice change. You want to create something beautiful and make the world better, if you have the ability to. But you don't want to, you don't want to be seen doing that. Is that weird? It's like you're publishing a book that is not under your name or something like that, which is all right, I guess. Yeah. So whatever you want to do, it works out just in your favor. It's just beautiful. I mean, all the energies, beautiful. Healing, gather. It's also, it has something to do with searching for a secret and discovering one. And now I'm getting the secret, that has been popular all along, the movie and the book and whatever. So, but there's something with time as well. Time and growth. What I said, I said every day it doubles until justice is restored. So that could be a time frame for your for your reading base, or for your subscriber base, or for people who find you. But also I feel that there's I had a different. It's with time. It's like every time more realities are being created. That's interesting. With the seeds of a flower, I'm reminded of a dandelion that has so many seedlings on the actual flower, and then it's just spreading like this. I just got that, so that's really nice. Also with this, this looks like an abandoned building where there are big glass windows, and behind it, it's been abandoned for a while, but behind it there's so much life growing. It's like nature's taking over, and I feel that you are tapping into that and creating with it. It's almost as if you are creating with nature. Really cool, because this looks like this glass window, and then all of a sudden there's something growing there. It's I'm also getting the, when you have a jar, a glass jar, and there's a whole universe within it, even with, I think there are people who also create the weather in there. That's really interesting. I just, where there are small clouds in this as well, stuff like that. But in the, with imagination, it's this world contained in the world, and this again being contained in the world, because you don't know what's happening there, and it goes to the tiniest atoms, and then grows up to the universe and even further. So I feel that there's is that also access to knowledge? Yes, right? Yeah, because it's also, that's also important. It's also choosing which one you feed. Do you feed the good thoughts, the nice things, the hopeful timeline, or do you feed the other side of it? Because there's a second card looking identically but mirrored, and that's the side that is not nice. There's a grim outlook. There's war. There's hate. There's power games and all that. Or you'd feed the timeline where everybody is realizing that we are all here together, that we are being each other's safety net, and that it is wrong to look at at the bad examples, but it's instead we should look at the good examples and look for that. I'm just being reminded of the benefit system that is often being very strict and in disadvantage for people who are actually really in need, because other people have abused that system. And I feel it needs to be looking at the opposite. It needs to be looking at, no, we need to support people, stuff like that. So that's the mindset shift. Instead of looking at abusers, we look at the good side of everything, and we don't feed the negatives. And this means also possibly using the negative phrasing less. So instead of saying, I don't want rain, you are saying, I want sunshine. Because if you say, I don't want rain, you still think about rain. Okay? So yeah, so that's important. Beautiful. Okay. I kind of want to wrap it up with an animal, spirit. And then I think that's it. But beautiful. Bear. Oh, okay. Bear. Okay. Yeah. Where's the bear? There's the bear. Waking from spiritual slumber, beginning anew. Oh, I love that. After a long winter, the bear arises from deep slumber. At first, the movement and effort are difficult, but the bear knows it's time to awaken and move toward the dawning light. The bear card represents an individual on the cusp of new directions and personal transformation. The initial weeks and months of this spiritual quest may feel tricky, cumbersome, and full of obstacles. But you have no choice, bear. Winter wanes, the warmth of spring emerges, and your transformation begins. When in balance, inner strength, yearning to grow. When out of balance, withdrawal, lethargy, and heaviness. Bring into balance movement and exercise. Oh, well, it's, I guess, kind of makes sense. But I also feel, with this long phase of winter, it makes sense that that it might be worrying you, the growth phase, that it's scaring you because it's new. There's something new here, right? Or maybe it's the new knowledge, or with what I've said when I said you need to say don't say this but say that instead, for example. This can cause some anxiety because you are realizing that how much you are doing wrong, so to say, wrong, right? But I feel that this is something you don't need to worry about. It's just about awareness of this, and it will fade naturally if you are feeding some negative thoughts, or if they are just automatically creeping up. It's normal for that to do so. The only thing you need to do is to be aware of that, present there, here, present, and then it changes. So yeah, love that. Let's see who this reading is for. Libra, okay. Pisces. And Scorpio. Okay. Additional info is in the letterbox below, and see you next time. Bye bye, bye bye.